Hey everybody, it's Kalymnios here from ThoughtGym.com, and welcome to today's video where I want to discuss a concept I first heard from the late Dr. Stephen Covey, and that is this idea of circle of influence and circle of concern. Two circles with you in the middle, effectively. The first circle, the smaller of the circle, is called the circle of influence, and that has within it things that you have direct control over, things that you can control to some degree. And that might be how much you exercise, how productive you are at work, how much you donate to charity or volunteer your time, that kind of stuff, how you interact with other people. These things are things that you can directly influence, yes? There is another circle, and that is the circle of concern, and that is bigger than the circle of influence. It sits outside it. We tend to spend a lot of time in this circle of concern, and this is filled with things that we have no real direct control over. This might be things such as past regrets, past failures, people dying all over the world, or the economy, or the weather, or how a co-worker or your boss feels about you. You can't influence these in that way. You can't influence the weather, and you spend maybe a lot of your time thinking about the weather. Well, you do if you are in Britain anyway. The point is this, that I would like to propose that you spend more time looking at things that are within your circle of influence. And as you focus on what's within your circle of influence, you will naturally find that that circle of influence grows. You'll see that maybe at work you had within your circle of concern, it was how you perceived at work. You can't really control it, but if you control the bit that you can control, which is how productive you are at work, suddenly your influence grows, and then you won't actually really be concerned about how you're perceived at work, because you know that you're doing a good job, but your circle of concern will always be bigger than your circle of influence. So now the little bit in your circle of concern might be about how you're perceived in your industry as a whole, rather than just at work. That's just one example. The point is that your circle of concern, it will always be there, and it will always be larger than your circle of influence. The trick here is to find out what it is that is sitting in each circle. Focus your time and attention on the circle of influence. That will give you greater power in the future and allow you to lead a less stressful life. That's all for today. I hope that's been informative for you. Please like, share, subscribe, do all of that. Go on to www.thethoughtgym.com and put your name on the waiting list, because only subscribers will be getting the free training videos that are coming up. That's all. Have a fantastic week. Look at your circle of concern, look at your circle of influence, focus on your circle of influence this week, and have a fantastic week. Take care. Bye bye.